anniversary a little bit later on this year, actually in a couple months. Okay, now we're gonna be moving right along and take a look. This is really the most iconic, recognized piece from Carol Brodie, the Evil Eye. We're gonna be doing a ring, a bracelet, and we're gonna start actually with the necklace. We took $60 off the necklace. It's $18 and change on your charge card. And Carol, you really, people are in love with anything you do in Evil Eyes. And in this particular one, the great thing is, oh my gosh, first off, it's one of the most affordably priced. This is a completely different look in the Evil Eye. And it has blue apatite, chrome diopside, white zircon, and black spinel. It is gorgeous.
This is the year of the eye, and this is my Cleopatra eye celebration pendant. You know, when you look at the tears coming down of this gorgeous eye, those are amazing tears of joy. When you look at the neon apatite pupil and you're thinking to yourself, oh my gosh, I never thought I could own something so unusual and so fabulous, know that neon apatite is a huge connoisseur's collectible gemstone. When you're looking at that intense Cleopatra green, that gorgeous chrome diopside, know that chrome diopside is a total rarity and it can only be mined 4 months out of the entire year. Know that if you went to a jewelry store, any jewelry store in the world, and you asked them for an apatite, chrome diopside eye, a Cleopatra eye, no store in the world would ever have this. This is exclusive for you here at HSN. Now, for Customer Appreciation Month, because we love you, I want you to see what HSN did with the price.
$60 off.
This is a customer pick design for me. If you collect my eyes, and so many of you do, and I want to thank you so much for doing so. If you collect my eyes, you already know that the eye is a good luck charm. It is a talisman. It is an icon. And it's sort of when someone gives you the evil eye, when they give you like a bad look, you have your evil eyes on, which are actually good luck talismans that just wards off the energy. But some of us, many of us actually, have collected a lot of eyes over time, and we're always looking for the newest, the greatest, the latest. You know, it's like the newest it handbag. This is the newest, latest, greatest it Carol Brodie eye. Think about Cleopatra, think about that cat eye. I was just in the makeup room, and actually my makeup artist said to me, Carol, what kind of eye do you want? And I said, oh, I always do the cat eye. The cat eye's sexy, you know? It's so sexy. Do you collect my eyes? Seriously. So how many of you, I hope you'll call in. Is there a phone number people can call?
Sure, it's 1-866-376-8255. So again, we want to hear from you. We'll give you that number. It's 1-866-376-8255. But this one, if you wait too long, with only about 300 left, it's going to be gone. And look at the size of it, too. Because Carol, that's the good thing about Carol. She really accommodates every person's, you know, what they want in terms of their size of the eye. This is one of the larger ones. So if you want more of a showpiece, this is your showpiece in the Evil Eye. I'm going to give you the exact measurement. We're going to take an up-close look at this. This is, let me see. This is 13/16 of an inch in the length, 1 3/8 of an inch in the width. And the necklace, it goes from 16 down to 18. So don't see that 16 inch on the screen and think, oh, I need an 18 inch. This has the extender. If you can use the express automated ordering system, that's going to be the best way to get this. But you got to think about, too, not only the artisanship and the design and the detail in this, with fewer than 200 remaining, counting everybody who's calling in right now, it's also about the rarity and the collectability of that neon apatite, which only came into the marketplace really, literally, less than 20 years ago. I mean, I remember when they introduced it, they were calling it Caribbean Neolite and Aqualite, and those were all just trademarked names. We're calling it what the gemstone really is, which is neon apatite. Then you're getting chrome diopside, Russian chrome diopside. Again, the rarity of that is that the area of the world where it's mined for most parts of the year is completely covered by snow. Not a little dusting like we're used to seeing here, but I mean snow that is tall, as tall as you and I mean that much snow. And then what happens is when the snow melts, the ground becomes unstable. So the mining conditions are horrible. They can't mine it then. There are literally an optimum time frame of about 2 2 to 4 weeks out of the entire year where you can actively mine chrome diopside. But it is so clean, so intense, so green, it would make an emerald cry.
Okay, when you talk about making an emerald cry, and you talk about green and intense and gorgeous, because Connie did such a beautiful job really explaining the rarity of the gemstones in this necklace. Now I want to talk about the look, okay? Seriously. Look at this layered with our turquoise howlite layering chain. Think about summer. Think about what's coming up. Think about how you always want to start with a great pendant and layer around it. Imagine being able to start your summer wardrobe off like this week when you get this home, and you're going to start off with this cat eye. Now, the detailing, the tears of joy that are coming from the cat eye, that's also part of the most popular look in jewelry and fashion and everything else. It's called fringe. We love fringe. We love the way it moves. We love the energy of fringe. We love the fashionability. But for me, I wouldn't buy a fringe leather jacket. I wouldn't buy a fringe leather bag. I don't want to make such a big investment in fringe. I want to make an investment in a piece of fine jewelry. I want to have something that has the look of fringe, but that long after fringe goes out of style, I have something that will be an heirloom. I have something that I'm going to wear and wear for the next 30 years. I've got these crazy, amazing neon gemstones.
Look at that.
When you're looking at this, and just think about it. Think about this with that basic white tank top. Think about it with that white button-down shirt. Think about it with that tunic. Think about it with the cocktail dress. Think about you're going at night and you're wearing just a great little spaghetti strap. Whatever you're wearing, this is an eye. It's an eye of time. And actually, originally, Salvatore Dali did the original Eye of Time, which is where I got the idea of doing the droplets and I got the idea of doing tears. But this is really all about my favorite cat eye. Just to tell you about that Neon Apatite, which is my best-selling gemstone by far, because I can only bring it to you in small sizes and it's very rare. Neon Apatite is only one of 2 gemstones in the world to have a neon blue color. It's this, and it is the Paraiba tourmaline. The Paraiba tourmaline is $50,000 a carat for this color, Paraiba tourmaline. So think that today's Neon Apatite, which is still affordable, is going to be tomorrow's Neon Apatite that is going to be unaffordable. Invest in this as a classic design. Invest in this because of the gemstones. Invest in this because it's going to be so cool to wear. Invest in this because you're just going to fall in love.
Okay, do us a favor and hang in there. If you're on board, you'll get this, and I can't promise if you're not that you will. We have about, I'd say 129 available. Now, also, it's customer appreciation. I know Carol appreciates her customers. You love them going to your Facebook page and your Instagram and interacting with you.
I am so grateful to everybody. Please go to the Carol Brodie page on Facebook. You can go and you can join, and then post your photos, I'm begging you, of all your rarities, of whatever jewelry you have, of how you layer, what you love, what you want to see. I create an album out of it. We do it